Welcome to Animal Rescue Postmortem, where we analyze animal rescue videos from around the world, breaking down techniques, outcomes, and the critical decisions that make these rescues succeed or fail. Hosted by Chief Carmack, who holds certifications in multiple technical rescue specialties and has over 40 years of experience in human and animal rescue. Get ready for an insightful look at these life-saving operations.
Volume 10, video number 10, we have elk that are stuck in a mud pit. Whether this is man-made or a natural mud pit, we don't know. It doesn't matter. It's the circumstances of what we're dealing with here. And the question is, the first question to ask is always when you're dealing with wildlife in a situation like this, should we do anything? Right? So, should we do anything about this? I'm going to let at least some of the footage run while I'm talking. And we can see that they're stuck in there. They're not going to be able to get out on their own, very likely. I'm surprised at how far into it they got. But anyway, if we decide to do nothing, people are going to be outraged. They're going to be out of their minds. And so they're going to want to do something. And if we, as the trained responders, don't do something, I can guarantee you the general public is going to make some attempt. And it may not work out very well for them as well. So, you've heard me say this phrase before. An animal emergency is a human emergency. And the reason it's a human emergency is because untrained people will attempt it, therefore possibly causing a situation in which the humans need to be rescued. And you could see how that's a real possibility for this particular incident. Let's just say we decide that we want to do something about this. This is a situation where I typically, you're going to find me saying, don't ever pull a patient by its neck to extricate it from anything. However, I don't see a very good way of getting out into this mud pit and being able to properly put any kind of extrication device on these animals and then pull them out of there, not without the animal being sedated. If the animal gets sedated in this situation, now we run the risk of the animal drowning because of our efforts. And so this might be one time where I would at least attempt to pull them out by their antlers, and that goes against what I would normally recommend, but this might be a case where it should be done. And then watch what happens. Look at what's happening. That animal's head is being pushed underwater so that its nose is completely in the sludge of whatever they're in there, which compromised airway. That's what you're going to get. All right, so you like what you're watching right now? I want to take a brief moment to remind you how important it is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. Give us a big thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Leave a comment down below. Share it across your social media. Visit our website where you'll find good information on emergency and disaster preparedness. And please make a donation. We're funded totally by donations and generous people like you. Okay, let's get back to the video. The only way I can see to do this rescue is probably pulling them out by their antlers. And then because if we're not, they're going to get shot. That's probably the most likely outcome, is that they are going to they're going to, people are going to be outraged if you don't do something. They're going to be outraged if you kill the animal, but it's better than leaving the animal out there to suffer, in my opinion. If you attempted to rescue on this, where you were hooking them up with some type of not harness, but a harness. I don't know why I didn't said that. I'm having a hard time with this video because this presents a really difficult situation. I consulted on a situation very similar to this recently in another state where they had deer that had wandered out into the mud flats. They sunk in. There was no getting them out of there. So ultimately, all of the animals were euthanized to keep them from suffering, instead of just leaving them out there to struggle like that. I mean, that's the humane thing to do. That's the benefit of being a human being, is that we can do something like that. Because here, let me see if I can catch that out in the this one angle here. Actually, let me pause it and see if I can just drag it there. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not clear, but it's clear enough where we can see. So if we want to use a harness to get this animal out of here, or a forward assist sling, how are we going to get that on this animal here? We could use a Nicopolis needle to get that under this animal, but is it going to be struggling the entire time that we were in close proximity to it, being put in danger by? Look at the rack on that thing. This can kill you. So even if we did, we could do a forward assist sling, but putting that on this animal while this animal is not sedated will be difficult at best and impossible possibly at all in a circumstance like this, which leads me back to, if the animals are going to be euthanized anyway, we should at least try to get them out and do a lasso around these antlers and then try to pull it out that way. Now, I'm not recommending pulling it out where you put a noose around its neck and then pull it out, like a lasso like that. I'm talking about specifically getting it around the antlers and then trying to pull it out. This one presents a very difficult set of circumstances, and without having them right in front of you, it's difficult to say exactly what I would do. But I did give a few options there for the possibility, and yeah, I'm not sure what else the option is, or watch them die like that. Which I'm not going to do that. I'd rather shoot them first than let them suffer that way. Alright, that's it.